And now to a bizarre mystery gaining attention on a national level. Cows found mutilated, some of them cut with precision and their bodies seemingly untouched with no bloodshed. 6 cases are now being investigated just north of the Houston area in Madison County. As KPRC2's Sabira Rayford reports, investigators are looking into who or what might be responsible.
Investigators say the cows' remains weren't even scavenged by other animals. An expert we spoke to says that's just unusual. The details read like a horror movie script. A 6-year-old longhorn cross cow found mutilated, an apparent clean cut removing the hide around the cow's mouth, only on one side, its tongue completely removed from the body with no blood spill. Except this is a real-life Madison County Sheriff's Office investigation and a real mystery for this community.
What exactly is going on here?
The Sheriff's Office says while investigating the first death, 5 cows from other locations, pastures, and herds were also found mutilated, expanding the setting of this bizarre story miles down Old San Antonio Road from Madison County near Brazos and Robertson County. So what or who is the villain of this story? We asked a wildlife expert. In your professional opinion, do you think this could be an animal?
Not at all.
Brian Moss owns a couple of ranches in the Madisonville area. He's also the owner of AAAC Wildlife Removal. He mentions these strange clues. The grass wasn't disturbed, there's no blood spill, and no noticeable tracks.
For everything to be undisturbed, the grass around it, no bloodshed, that's not a pack of coyotes. It's not a wild animal that's done that at all.
Another clue, the precision of the cuts.
They're not precision hunters. They're very aggressive, and they want to get the most they can as quickly as they can.
Could it be non-human, say an extraterrestrial being?
Stranger things have happened.
But for now, the ending of this story remains unwritten.
Very bizarre.
Between the 8th and the 17th of August 2014, in Walsenburg, Colorado, 8 mutilated cattle are found. It's not the first discovery of this kind. Author and paranormal investigator Chris O'Brien has spent 20 years researching cattle mutilation.
Cattle mutilations and livestock mutilations are a global phenomenon. In England, you've had horses and sheep. There were cases reported in Australia in the 50s. There's been approximately 2,500, 3,000 cases in South America since 2000. There's been thousands of cases in the United States, going all the way back to the 50s. This is a very, very enduring mystery.
All these mutilations have a number of factors in common. The complete draining of the animal's blood, the removal of its eyes, ears, lips, and tongue, the loss of major internal organs with no point of entry. The udders and genitals are removed, and the anal passage cored out. All carried out with surgical precision, and the cuts apparently cauterized with intense heat. Chuck Sikowski believes aliens are involved in these bizarre cases, and has a theory why.
UFO theorists believe that the cow blood is being used for hybrid fertilization, alien hybrids.
Since the beginning of this year, there have been over 200 animal mutilations on Long Island. It's supposedly a big secret. I know that there's 4 major law enforcement investigations, investigators working in plain clothes.
On Long Island, New York?
Yeah, Long Island, New York. We have an investigator working with us who's sending us videotape and keeping us informed of what's going on. So it still is a problem.
And you say it's food. That's what they're doing.
Well, food or genetic experiments, take your choice.
Now, it hasn't gone maybe to the point of where they're mutilating humans, but you do believe there are abductions. And you also believe that at one point there may have been some kind of a clash between American military forces and these UFO
That's one of the stories. When we began to discover what I call the Grand Deception was in 1979, and apparently there was some kind of clash. 1983 is the date that I call that we finally recognized that we had made a disastrous mistake. And that's when MJ-12 realized that they were in deep, deep trouble. They had made a deal with these people, and it had not worked out, and now the question was what to do.
You got about a minute left. What would you like to say to people out there to prepare them for it? Now, you've made allusions a couple of times when I've had you on the program that something is coming. We've heard that before, something is coming. Why do you think something is coming? What's coming? And how should we get ready for it?
There's really no way to get ready for it. The reason I think it's coming is because I have contacts within the government that tell me that they're bracing themselves for something, but they're not going to tell us about it. George, maybe the cover-up was in our best interest, maybe not. Maybe the government underestimated the intelligence of the American people and decided we just couldn't handle it. But let me tell you this, the truth is still the truth, and nothing can change that. Not the military, not the government, and not me.